My buddy Bob Goff often says that in life, to get what you want, sometimes you need to find a workaround. When I was a little kid, I started doing magic shows, and I remember my first magic kit came with a magic wand. And then I fell in love with magic history, and I thought, well, this is my wand, but I would love to have a wand that was also associated with the history of magic. And I don't know if you know this about old stuff, but it's expensive. Most of the time, if you find really cool old stuff, somebody else is into it and they've already bought it. I needed to create a workaround. My family was headed to New York. I thought, I want to visit Houdini's house. Houdini lived in Harlem for, I think, 26 or 27 years. I had read a little article about the family that bought the house. For a limited time, we're offering tours. Over the years, the previous owners had separated the house into different floors, and the family wanted to put it back to the way it was. They just happened to be pulling out floorboards while I was there on a tour. I walked away with two really cool things that day. The brick, it was actually part of one of the walls of Houdini's house, and that brick is now on the shelf behind me, and it's holding up all of Houdini's original first edition books. The second thing I walked away with was a floorboard from Houdini's house. A sweet lady stopped me and said, let me give you a bag to put that in, because you walking around with a brick in one hand and a board in the other, it looks like you're up to no good. And then I thought, what if I made it a magic wand? I had found my workaround. I had a piece of wood that was closely connected to the greatest magician that the world has ever known. Now, this wood came out of a 100-year-old brownstone. It was old and brittle and dry. I knew that not anybody could just turn this into a magic wand. So I took it to the greatest illusion builder in the world, John Gone. John Gone has built props for every magician that you've ever heard of. So I brought the wood to him and I said, could you turn this into a magic wand?
You gave us a board from the floor of Houdini's home in New York City and asked for a wand to be made out of this. Old wood, interestingly soft. Put it on the lathe, and here is what I made from it.
This is my wand made out of Harry Houdini's brownstone. Isn't that incredible? The black tips and the silver band and the stained wood. I absolutely love it. It is perfect in every way. And guess what? There isn't another one in the world just like it. And it all came from thinking of a workaround. So here's my question for you today. What do you want in life? Maybe it seems silly to want a magic wand, but it was something I cared about and I was passionate about. I'm sure there's something you care about and you're passionate about. Maybe you've been hitting the wall with it, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. Another thing my buddy Bob says is sometimes in life you got to use what you have to get what you want. So stop looking at the things you don't have. Start looking at the things you do have, and you just might find a workaround.